that they brought in to enforce with NATO is what? The murder, covetousness, adultery, lies, homosexuality, idolatry, religion, and democrat. See that? Because they didn't set the whole world up to take on their westernized culture and their way of life with force. And this the 10 horns represent the common markets of the European Economic Community, EEC, established in 1958. Today, the ECC is known as the EU, the European Union, which is Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, and West Germany. NATO is an acronym for North American Treaty Organization. It is established August 4th, 1949, consistent of 19 nations, which is Greece, Italy, Spain, France, West Germany, United Kingdom, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Canada, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Turkey, United States, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic. Now you notice I didn't name any of the dark nations, Moabites, the Ammonites, the Chinese, the Japanese. Japheth ain't involved in that. The 12 tribes of Israel, Ham, ain't none of them involved in this. This is the Edomite westernized world being set up, which goes back into the ancient, which is the 7 heads, which goes back to Germania Major, Rome, France, Spain, Germania Minor, Britain, and Greece. So what they came under that Rome again. That's why when they made the the 10 common markets, they called it what? The Treaty of Rome. Now let me go a little farther for y'all. Now in this book, Beware of a Pale White Horse by what's his name? William Cooper. See, show y'all the side. This is a very good book to get to. Now I'm finna show you how when they set up all that. See that? It's on page 453. But as you can see, it's a Kingdom Club of Rome 10 global groups. I'm gonna show you how they broke it up. See the page? You see that? I'm gonna go in detail and start breaking it down. How they own the whole world. It states Group 1, North America. See that? United States of America. They got Canada, but the United States of America, that's that one horn that prevailed for McDaniel. And you got, and that's Group 1 by themselves, American Canada. Group 2, Western Europe. And you see France, Great Britain in there, Greece, Ireland. Group 3, Japan. See, they run all this. Group 4, rest of the developing market economics, which is what? Australia, Israel, and New Zealand. Group 5, Eastern Europe, which got what in it? Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Soviet Union, Albania. Group 4, Latin America. See that? They run everything. And this is all under what? Kingdoms Club of Rome, the 10 global markets. Argentina in here, Mexico, Peru. I'm just naming a couple of them, but it's more, as you can see. See that? They run everything. In fact, I'm going to show you all of it. But you got to get the book yourself. See, Group 7, North Africa and the Middle East. Group 8, Main Africa. Group 9, South and Southeast Asia. Group 10, Centrally Plain Asia. So when you look at it, right, this is how I look when they done. This is how they got the world broke up. If they run everything. That's why the United States got a what? An embassy on every foreign land all over the world. And look what they call it at the top. The kingdoms from the Club of Rome. That's why everything goes back to the Club of Rome, the Treaty of Rome, and so forth. Okay. That's that. That's that. Now let's go back to the book. Okay, I'm gonna start back over. Now y'all see how they dominated everything. This page 10, it's the 5th year period from 1482 to 1563 AD was a special significance for world history. During this period, the European world was able to synchronize various economic, political, and cultural forces and lay the foundation of a global system of power, which I named them: NATO, see that? The EU, the ECC, 10 common markets. Now you getting it? Material was super exploitation of indigenous people of the Western Hemisphere and the enslavement of African. As a result, two worlds collided and left us with a legacy of genocidal institutionalism, white supremacy. African and Native American humanists lost out to the system of European materialism. Okay, the seed of the European American system of materialism was planted during this defining period of history from 1482 to 1536 AD and were nurtured by the exploitation of new lands, labor, and resources. The centerpiece of this exploitation system was the transatlantic slave trade. Exactly. When they got their hands on who? Judah, it was over with. They said our enterprise is crowned with success, which now they're going into the last fold of it. Okay, let's jump down a little bit before I end this. It's this on page 11. It's European American nation states and nationalism, as well as the global world economic center around intercontinental trade and capitalism. See that? So you blacks, Latin, Native Americans out there that's being taught that capitalism is a good system and it makes man free, that's a goddamn lie. They actually built capitalism off the backs of you. And they still doing it because they capitalizing off us in what? All the entertainment world and what else? All over. Matter of fact, no, I was going to go get the book real quick to show you. But it's basically, it's in the back of the book, the Willie Lynch letter, where they give you a thank you shout out. The connection between various economic forces, institutionalized trade. I'll skip my point. This connection between various economic forces, instabilized trade and control over lands, labor, and resources on a world scale. And I just showed you the Club of Rome. They know they got the whole world. The link between capitalism and slavery was forged. Two monumental work describe the analysts this period of history, and its events were produced by Dr. Errol Williams. This classic work, Capitalism and Slavery, produced a storm of controversy when it was first published because its thesis linked capitalism with the notorious slave system of dehumanization. These ideas were supported in his late book, From Columbus to Castro. Dr. Clark recognized the importance of these works and pointed out that the system of European American exploitation, which was centered on the enslavement of Africans, was initiated by the Catholic nation of Portugal and Spain, but was later dominated by the Protestant Britons who defeated the Dutch in a series of war. You see that? Going back and forth. This rival for control over the Atlantic slave trade system led to wars after wars in Europe, America, Africa, and on its high seas. We call that white crime. So that World War I, World War II, that's what a lot of that was about. The genocide process attended by the Catholic Church and the Catholic nation of Portugal and Spain was taken over by the more efficient and business conscious Protestant of Holland and England. Dr. Clark correctly states that the Catholic nation intended that slavery and genocide proceed and were pushed aside as a Protestant Dutch and particularly the English made slavery a system of big business, setting the stage of the Industrial Revolution, which England initially dominated in the 18th and 19th century. See that? So England dominated in the 18th and 19th century. So when World War II came in, England was being bombed to smithereens. So was Germany, and you had and so was Russia. Excuse me. Germany was the prep being used. So that built up what America to come in and to be the mother and the beacon of light on what you see today. That's how America came into fruition. But as you can see, it's actually in the scriptures too. So I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures, and then I'm gonna end this. But as you can see, that goes with showing you how Esau took control of everything through the motivation lesson that was asked. So let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2, 1 through 4. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua, and by gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, nor by trouble, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. See that? Meaning we die, we come back reincarnated, this knowledge come back into us, and then we see what's up. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See, who was that man to be revealed? Esau, the white man, the devil, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. See that? That's that Caesar Borgia picture. It goes back to Pope Alexander V, his son, Rodrigo Borgia, aka Caesar Borgia. Same motherfuckers. Let's go to Isaiah 26 and 10. Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of unrighteousness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Exactly. That's why he came, and that's why when they made that, what they call it, the year of discovery, the document of discovery, it was all written out, even through the churches and the monarchies, that this was okay on what they was doing. But they came to say that you can only have rights if what? If you was a Christian, or your land being occupied, or being a human, you had to be what? A Christian. So this motherfucker, so favor was shown unto him, and he can't learn righteousness. That's why even to this day, he given what? Homosexual rights. Lord, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see and be ashamed, for their envy at the people, yea, the fire of thy enemy shall devour them. See that? Because they envied the 12 tribes of Israel. They knew exactly who he was and what they was doing. That's why the transatlantic slave trade became what? The centerpiece of building up their empire. Okay, let me get Psalms 50 and 16. All this shit premeditated. Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take of my covenant in thy mouth? Because they come and say, oh, we swear in on the Bible. They swear all their presidents in. They make you go to court, and you have to put your right hand on the Bible. See that? So what is the wicked doing to profess his statute, or declare his statutes or his covenant out of their mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and cast my word behind thee. Right, they acting like they using the Bible, but no, they Satanism, they into the Talmud. They into the Chaldeans, the worship from the old world, from the east. worshiping phallic symbols and so forth like that. That's what they doing. But you got our people, the 12 tribes of Israel, especially Judah, the first thing they want to say is, they use that book to enslave us. No, the scripture said, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee, because that's why you got somebody like Nat Turner. Once he would talk the scriptures, he said, wait a minute, for everything that they telling us, it's a counter saying that they don't supposed to be doing that. And that's why a man like Nat Turner has risen up, and I'm glad that that brother, that Israelite, made that movie to bring that to y'all mind. When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and has been partakers with adulterers. And that's exactly what this whole westernized white Roman world has been doing. Thou givest thou mouth to evil, and thou tongue frameth deceit. Exactly. I just started breaking down how they formed this world under their grip, under deceit. Thou sittest and speaketh against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son, because Esau and Jacob was brother. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. See that? So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is sitting back and letting these Edomites form this deceitful world. Why? Because it goes back to Daniel 7:17 to 28. See that? And it's also in what else is this? To show you how the world's gonna be set up. It's also in Revelation 13:1 to 8, Revelation 17:1 to 18, Daniel 2:32 to 49, and Daniel 7:1 through 27, which that's the one I read to you. But it's in all them other precepts too, that all break down this man's system. And you're only going to get that understanding from the apostles of Great Millstone. I haven't seen no one else go into them books and put them all together to paint the picture to you. That's how I'm able to do it to this day. Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent, though thou thoughtest that I was altogether one as such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thou eyes. And Akims and you sisters out there, that's what you see and witnessing today. We are being set in order right in front of these Edomite eyes. See that? Because they trying to paint this, and this ain't no damn movement. This is the house of David being built back. That's exactly what this is. This is a spiritual movement that's being happening. We are the bricks, and he set us in order back with his laws, statutes, and commandments to wash us and make us clean. That's what's happening. This ain't no terrorist group. This ain't no movement. This ain't no damn fad. This ain't something to just get involved in because there's nothing else to do. This ain't none of that. You gotta have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah on you, and he move and open up your mind to the man that got this, and sup with you and build you up through the apostles. I'm taking this because I'm starting to ramble on now. 23. I set them in order before thy eyes. That's 21 and end of 21. Psalms 50 and 22. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. See that? So all y'all out there talking all this tough shit, all you scoffers, all you 2/3, all you elitists, all you Satanism, all you lesser Luciferians, our people who help in this Edomite, keep our people in this strong delusion, you pastors, you politicians, you activists, Yahweh Shah gonna tear y'all in pieces, man. And all you ones who so-called Israelites, but y'all conforming them to this image of the beast, to conform them to get ready for the mark of the beast, you being teared in pieces too, and your congregation. Whoso offereth praises glorify me, and to him that order his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God. So how do you order your conversation aright? By keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and doing Yahweh Shah will. See that? Find out what is your lot and do the work. This is the year of the triple D. Diligent, death, and destruction. Y'all thought it was over, huh? Like I won't end that motherfucker. It's an ending right here. Just can't forget about these Edomites. This Psalms 10, 3-10. Now pay attention to this. And always watch out for this. For you Israelites who waking up to who y'all are. This Psalms 10 and 3. For the wicked boasts of his heart desire, and blesseth the covetousness whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thou judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's what you see Donald Trump ass doing. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I will never be in adversity. That's why you see Donald Trump talking about finna make America great again. And that's why you see these Edomites in America that you Israelites are running, 12 tribes running into them. They got a whole, your so-called neighbor, your so-called co-worker, your so-called friend. See that? Your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your significant other. These Edomites, these whites, they got a whole new spirit attitude on them, don't they? When you're driving in your car, they looking at you crazy. They ain't trying to move out the way. You see that? They got that ego puffiness. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud is under his tongue, and mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the village, in the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. See that? And that's exactly what Donald Trump is doing. From the Section 8 to cutting the jobs, because we here in Wisconsin, and you got who? You got Paul Ryan them. They all up there at the White House now. And don't think him coming to Kenosha to snap on tools was a coincidence. See that? And he stay in Milwaukee. Trump was in Milwaukee about before right after he became president. He lied and wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied and wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He crouches and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So you will have some of these Edomites, these agent provocatorians. They'll be joining your certain groups, your certain movements, whether it's Black Lives Matter, the NAACP, so forth, which you seen that white woman get bust out that she was an Edomite. See that? But it's the strong ones that you got to watch out for. See that? That's what you got to watch out for. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and sisters that's pushing this truth all over the world. Shalom.